Engineering is a field of work that uses knowledge of math and the natural sciences gained through study, experience, and practice, along with good judgment. Engineering economics is the application of engineering design and analytical approaches to the production of goods and services that satisfy customers at a reasonable cost. From engineering economics, the benefit-cost ratio method can be applied for the project economic evaluation to help analyze the company performance from the company financial report to determine either the engineering company have enough money to proceed with the project given. For this project, our team is required to produce an engineering economic analysis for 2 proposed sites of development project at Johor. Also, an example from civil engineering related practices from KKB engineering firm in Malaysia is also provided.
KKB Engineering Berhad was officially registered in 1966, with the progression into steel fabrication works for factory buildings and products. From an engineering base, the growth of the company continues to be driven by further expansion and diversification into manufacturing activities, and the latest business activity in the oil and gas sector. Annual reports provide a significant amount of information for its readers, who will get a good overview of the company's overall performance in the preceding year. Also, annual reports typically include financial statements, such as balance sheets, income, and cash flow statements. Firstly, the figure of balance sheet shows that the company's total equity and liabilities in those 2 years increase continuously. A cash flow statement provides data on all a company's cash inflows from its ongoing operations and external investment sources. Thus, from the figure of cash flow, it shows that there is a decrease in cash and cash equivalents at the end of the financial year from 2021 to 2022. An income statement used to show a company's revenues, expenses, and profitability over a period of time. It is sometimes called a profit and loss or earnings statement. From the figure, the income statement for the first quarter of 2022 remains the same as the first quarter of 2021. In a cost-benefit analysis, one of the ratios that is used to characterize the overall relationship between the relative costs and benefits of a proposed project is referred to as the benefit-cost ratio. The BC ratio can be stated either monetarily or qualitatively, depending on the context. PW and A are based on estimated cash flows and are equivalent measures of profitability. Annual worth or A method needs to be calculated for only one life cycle because the value is assumed to be exactly the same for any succeeding cycles. Whereas, present worth or PW method used to determine present value of future money receipts and disbursements. Hence, this is the formula used to calculate 4 types of BC ratio, which are conventional BC ratio with PW, modified BC ratio with PW, conventional BC ratio with A, and modified BC ratio with A. By comparing the benefit-cost ratio method calculation for Site A and B, economic evaluation of the project and company performance is justified to determine either the project will proceed or not.
In this case, the benefit-cost ratio summarizes a project or proposal's overall value for money. It is essential because it shows the relationship between a proposed project's relative costs and benefits, expressed in monetary or qualitative terms. A project with a benefit-cost ratio greater than 1.0 is expected to deliver a positive net present value to a firm and its investors. In this project, as project engineers, we have to analyze engineering economics, which is the essential concept is the time value of money for both sites. After all the comparison of the project at Site A and Site B, a project at Site A is approved since the benefit-cost ratio calculated is 1.03, which is greater than 1.0, which can return benefits.